Hey there, good looking. Join me for this chest and back strengthening workout. Listen, this is a little bit more on the endurance side as well. Our work time is going to be at 45 seconds. So this is great if you've been doing the Limitless challenge. So we're going to be hitting slightly different muscle fibers than we've been working in the previous 8 workouts because today is day 9. Now, listen, for equipment, you need a piece of tubing, a long piece, not a booty band, and it can have handles or no handles, doesn't matter. And then I recommend a couple of pairs of moderate weight dumbbells and maybe a pair of light. All right. Oh, and by the way, I have my beautiful niece, Cassidy, on set again with us today. I know, how lucky are we? All right, gather your dumbbells and your tubing and let's go get started. All right, let's get started. Before we get busy, if you like to track your exercise on your watch, I suggest you push start now. For reference, I have an Apple Watch and I chose the strength setting. Cassidy is in the house and we are going to get busy with our warm-up. So let's start down on all fours, working and warming up into our core and our back muscles. Plug those wrists under the shoulders, knees apart under the hips. Inhale, low back sags, head looks up. Exhale, push the ground away, tuck the tailbone under. Flow through this at your pace. If you have osteoporosis, you'll limit your range of motion as you push the ground away and around. Last 2. And 1. Neutral spine. Extend your right leg, opposite arm. Bring it in. Tap the knee underneath the belly. Extend again. We're lengthening leg and arm. Thumb is up when that that arm is extended. Gaze at the top of your mat. 2 more. Last one. Other side. Extend right arm, opposite leg. Reach it fingers to toes and tap under the belly. Last 2. 1 more. Wrist back under shoulder, left hand light behind the ear. Bring that left elbow to touch the right elbow and then rotate and look up. So today's workout, we start with a big grouping of moves, working, as I said, more the endurance fibers of the muscle for 45 seconds of work, 15-second break. And then we'll move into a chest and back finisher and then finish off with an ab finisher. Last 2, it's all about the finishers today. 1 more. Beautiful. Left wrist under shoulder, other side, and rotate, look up. So I'm going to take you through a training principle in our chest and back finisher called negatives. So I'll talk you through that when we get there. And then our ab finisher, I'm going to take you through a ladder drill. 2 more. Last one. Beautiful. Turn the fingertips towards you and just rock side to side, warming up into the wrists. And now turn the hands so they're facing away from you. Same thing, side to side. Your body weight's above the wrists. And now fingertips pointed forward and now go forward and back. You go forward more, you're going to feel that a bit more into the wrist. Last 2. And 1. Come to stand. All right. So this first grouping, we're standing. Let's start with our tubing. We'll work into the pecs, front shoulder, what we call anterior deltoid, and triceps. The tubing is going to go behind you. And look how color coordinated we are today, huh? The tubing is going to come behind you. You're going to root yourself and brace your abs. From this position, we are extending the arms, shoulder height, and coming back, all right? So you may have to adjust your grip on the tubing to get the right intensity. Now, bracing your abs is super important, especially when working with tubing, because the tubing is trying to pull your body in another direction. So what exactly does that mean? Pretend somebody was coming in to sucker punch you, and you're kind of bracing for that impact. That's bracing your abs. Now, as we extend the arms, we're exhaling. Keeping those shoulders away from the ears, Knees are soft, all that jazz stays the same with tubing as it does with our dumbbell work. We have about 10 seconds left, and then we'll grab the heavier of the moderate dumbbells that you have for a row. Last one. Woo! All right, so keep that close by because we have 2 sets of the circuit. Let's get into that hip hinge. So Cass and I will go on an angle. Bring the arms down, and then just an individual arm comes up, and then the other arm. Now here, it's super important that we brace the abs as well. Keep the dumbbells close to the legs so that the dumbbells aren't too far ahead of you. That's going to stress your low back a bit more. And we have that neutral spine. Super important in this position so we don't get into any herniated disc issue in the lower lumbar, or for those with osteoporosis, we don't get a compression fracture. So learn your hip hinge, everybody. When the timer goes, we'll grab the lightest weights that we have and do a standing chest fly. One more each arm, please. Come to stand. All right. Bend your knees to get your dumbbells down. Grab those light dumbbells I talked about. Now, palms are going to face me. We still have those feet apart. We have that ab brace. That's never going to change. Now, I want you to scoop the arms up, making a letter V. Squeeze them together at shoulder height. Release. So side view, scoop, shoulder height, squeeze. Good. So when I squeeze, I'm literally pressing the ends of my dumbbells together. Yes, your elbows are going to be bent and they're going to stay bent. And when you squeeze and press those dumbbells together, you're going to feel more in those pecs. Woo! Feel that, Cass? Oh, look at those little wings. Cassidy is a yoga person. She's trying to turn me into a hippie, and I'm trying to turn her into a power lifter. We'll meet somewhere in the middle, won't we? Last one. Beautiful. Let's go back to those heavy dumbbells, and we're going to do a different variation of that row. So it's that hip hinge. Now pull the elbows up. Let's keep them there. And now straighten one arm, other arm. Good. So we've got constant tension in one arm because it's staying elevated, while the other arm comes down and rows. So that's the difference. So this is the last one of the circuit. We're going to take it back up to our chest press with tubing in about 30 seconds. Remember, knees bent, neutral spine, hip hinge, and breathe, right? Yeah. One more each arm. Last one. Come to stand. All right, so let's do all that one more time and then we'll move on. Let's get that tube. Whatever you have, it could be a thick one or a thin one with handles. Wrap it right around the upper back for me, so right under the armpits. Nice and tall in the spine, knees soft. Breathe out as we extend the arms. So you want to straighten those arms. We want to go through that full range of motion. For those of you who aren't part of the Limitless Challenge and are maybe meeting Cassidy for the first time, it's my niece. She lives on the Sunshine Coast, area called Sechelt. Beautiful part of Western Coast, BC. If you haven't been, it's got to be on your bucket list. It's gorgeous. And her mom own the most amazing health and wellness store called Roberts Creek Wellbeing. I got it right, eh? Yay, me. 2-arm row now. All right, so grab those heavier of the moderates that you have. Let's do that hip hinge. Dumbbells close. They stay straight, one arm at a time. So when you're in the area, stop by, say hi to her. She's actually had someone do that. Yeah. She loved it. Made her day. A lady stopped by who was part of the last challenge that Cassidy helped me record and said, thanks for the workouts. Now, if you feel this in your low back, totally normal. I do, but there's a difference between feeling the muscles or it's just like, oh, this doesn't feel good. So readjust your form if it's just not feeling good. All right, come to stand. Grab those light dumbbells, standing flies. Now we're scooping and then we're going to press the dumbbells together to further get an extra contraction in the pecs when the arms are at shoulder height. Scoop, press, lower. Good. Don't let those wrists break. So they're staying fairly neutral. Last time doing this one. Cassidy just muttered, thank God. Woo-hoo. Starting to fade there, kid, aren't you? I could see you're using everything to get those dumbbells up there. Come on, kid. Last couple of reps. One more. Oh, I'm proud of you for battling it out. Good job, you. All right, arms up row now. So arms are going to stay up and then we lower one at a time. Hip hinge, all that's still the same. Feet hip width. Bring those elbows up, hold them there, and then lower one. And then two. So our next series of moves, same thing, 4 moves, 45 seconds of work. We're down low for the entire thing. And we will need probably just moderate weight and the lighter dumbbells. We won't use our tubing again until we get to that chest and back finisher. Last 10 seconds. Brace those abs. Take some of the pressure off of your low back. 3, 2, 1. Woo! All right, so keep the heavier of the moderates that you have, and let's take it down onto the ground. Heels are close to the bum, knees are bent, elbows are in tight to the rib cage. It's called a narrow press, pressing straight up. Back of the arms come down. Straight up. So it's just like you're punching. So this narrow stance with the arms and shoulders just going to hit the triceps more. We still get some pec involvement and we still get some shoulder involvement. Oh, hello. George goes straight to Cassidy. George, go on. Go. George out. George. No. Keep going, you at home. We have a 110-pound shepherd to take care of. Go lay down. Lay down. You're going to lay down on Bella's bed again, aren't you? He's the worst. Time. All right, now get rid of one dumbbell. I want you to cup the end of the other one so the dumbbell is facing you, and then angle it so it's facing away. Bring your legs into tabletop, soften the elbows, drop the arms behind, dumbbell touches your ground, and then pull over. So that's the name of the move, working into your back muscles, pull over. So we just have some softness in the elbow and that's it. From there, the movement comes through the shoulders. We have to use our abs to keep the legs up, so we get a little ab work too. Get us ready for that ab finisher at the end. All right, now grab the partner to that dumbbell, feet back on the ground. Bring the arms up now, dumbbells touching, and they're just above the upper chest, upper abs, lower chest. Round the elbows out and then open up for chest fly and then close. Open and close. So please don't have the arms straight so that the knuckles hit the ground. Oh my goodness, your shoulder will not like that. Keep them bent. It's like you're hugging a tree. There you go. There you go. Hippie Cassidy. Hug that tree. Or you're giving me a hug or a beach ball, but I just want roundness in those arms. Emphasis here is mainly pec and front shoulder, what we call anterior deltoid. Now we're going to go into a half kneeling position when the timer goes with our light dumbbells. All right, so let's grab those light guys. One leg in front, doesn't matter which one. If this is irritating to the knees, please stand and give me a hip hinge. Chest right down into that thigh. Dumbbells framing inside outside calf, flying up. So it's the same move we just did, but now we have gravity coming down in the upper back, and that's the muscle that's doing the job. As we lift, we squeeze those shoulder blades and then lower. Chest resting into the thigh, or keep going. You keep going, or you can hip hinge if that back knee just doesn't like to be there on the mat. Woo! Feel that burn? These are our posture muscles. Hello, upper back. So this is the last one of the series. We're going to go back to that narrow press in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Great job, you. Here we go. Heels close to the bum. Elbows are in. Wrists line up with those elbow joints and press straight up and lower down. Back of the neck is long. Whew, feeling those triceps. Pull over coming up next. I kind of felt like the timer was never going to stop on that one. Did you too? Yeah. It's like, really? All right. Grab onto the very end of your dumbbell and then angle that free end away from the head. Bring the legs into tabletop. Soften those elbows. Moving just through those shoulders. Pull over. And I'm pulling that dumbbell almost right close to my knees. So I'm going through a big range of motion here. Now, when you get past the head, there's going to be this want to just let the dumbbell take over and drop it to the ground. Don't do that. Use your back muscles, use your shoulders to control, and then pull over. All right, lower the legs, grab onto the dumbbell partner, chest fly. This is where Cassidy's hugging a tree and what am I hugging? A beach ball. There we go. So elbows point out, wrists aren't going to break either. They're going to curl in, open, and close. Your knees are bent. We're not too worried about the lower body on this. We're just letting that low back settle in with a bent knee. And as mentioned, we really want to feel that in the pecs and shoulders. All right, grab those light ones, please. If you remembered what leg was in front last time, maybe do the other leg in front. Grab those light dumbbells. Reverse flies. Oh no, Cassidy. Okay. Your hair. We should cut it off. Oh So again, you can stand with that hip hinge if that back knee is starting to give you some grief. Keep going. We get water in less than 20 seconds now. Last rep. Woo! All right, you at home, grab a quick sip of water. We're not done yet, though. We have done the bulk of the workout, but we still need those finishers. So with the finisher, we're working what's called negative reps. That means we are emphasizing the lengthening of the muscle. So we'll start with a chest press. Chest press, we're going to press up and then go down really slow. So actually we're going to use dumbbells. Then we're going to use the tubing and do a negative seated row, which we're going to row and then go slowly back. All right. Now we're going to not alternate between the two. We're actually going to do the negative chest press, set of 10 reps, rest it, and then do it again. And then the same thing with the seated row. Cassidy's going to count because you all know how I count. And I want you all to continue liking me. So Cassidy will count. So you can get mad at her if we do too many. All right, chest press. I want you to grab your moderate, the heavier of the set. So once again, take a quick look at home. This is what it looks like. Chest press. You're going to go normal speed up, and then we're going to take it down slow. So slow. 4 to 5 seconds, okay? Beautiful. Here we go. Heels hip width, close to the bum. Elbows in front of the shoulders. Wrists on top of those elbows. Let's go 1. Here we go. 1. Now lower it down. 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Sorry, kid. I just nailed her with my dumbbell. What number are we on? 7, 4, 3, 2, 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 2. So if you don't feel the pecs right now, when we get into that second set, I want you to grab some heavier dumbbells. Last 1. And rest. Whew. All right. You can place the dumbbells down if you'd like. Bring the arms out. Just kind of let yourself recover for a few seconds. Maybe reach the arms overhead. All right, let's get set up. So again, remember, if you have the lighter dumbbells, I like everybody to get set up seated, have the dumbbells on their thighs, and then lie back. Here we go. Last set. Elbows in front of shoulders. 3, 2, 1. Press up at a normal speed, and then we emphasize the negative, the lowering. And press. 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out, press. 4, 3, 2, 1. So I want you to keep going now at your tempo, but slow on the way down. And Cassie will let us know when we have 2 left. Last 2. 4, 3, 2, 1. Last 1. 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come to stand or sit, and then grab that tubing for the chest finisher. We'll go on an angle. We have a bent knee, feet are flexed. Tube goes around, nice and tall. Now you can also crisscross the tubing. So that would bring the feet together. All right, that's my preferred stance on this, but you play around with it. Now I want you to give me 1 and make sure you can feel your back muscles working. It's giving you enough resistance. If it's not, walk your hands further down the tube. So as we pull into the body with the bent knee, it's a normal speed, and then it's 4 counts as we straighten the arm. 10 reps. Let's go. 1, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, when we pull back, we're using those shoulder blades. So really think about right here, drawing them together. Good, nice and tall on the body. Cassidy again will let us know, and we have 2 left. Sitting nice and tall. So there's a lot of core here as well, so we're not allowing poor posture. Last 2. You're doing really good, kid, at counting to 10. Our education system is making me proud. Time. All right, so we're just going to rest it here for a couple of seconds. The education system failed me miserably. After 2, I start losing count. We're on our last round here, and then we'll move into that final finisher for our abs. So let's get reset up. So again, it can be tubing on each side or crisscross over, whatever works for you. Sit up nice and tall, and then give me that knee bend, and more knee bend if you have tight hamstrings. That's going to help you sit up nice and tall here. You can also throw a yoga bolster underneath your hips. That would help. All right, let's go. Pull for 1. Release for 4, 3, 2, 1. Shoulder blades are what? Coming together. Use those posture muscles. Don't let those arms try and take over. How we doing with that posture, everybody? Just thought I'd remind you. So it's a row for 1 count, and then 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost there. Last 2. Last 1. Woo, baby. Nicely done, you at home. All right, good job, Cass. We got 1 final finisher. Now, this is an ab crunch finisher. We're going to ladder from 1 rep to 10 reps. Now, for those of you that find ab crunches uncomfortable, or perhaps you have spinal stenosis, osteoporosis, osteopenia, then you shouldn't be doing ab crunches. What you'll do instead is bridge. So you'll do the same count as us, but lift the hips to work the posterior chain of the body. Cassidy and I are going to get set up. You're lying down, everybody. Heels hip width apart and close to the hips. Hands are light behind the ears. From this position, we're just going to roll up, head and shoulder blades off the mat for 1 rep. Let's do it. Here we go. 1. Down. All right, now we got 2 reps. 1, 2. Rest. Now we have 3. 3, 2, 1. So bridge people, you're just following along as best you can, doing the same rep count. Here we go. Now 4. 4. Breathe out. 3, 2, 1. Trying to curl the shoulder blades as much off the mat as you can. 5, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. 6, 6. Exhale. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. Now 7, 7, 6, 5, 4. Woo-hoo, getting spicy now. 3, 2, 1. Rest. All right, here's 8. Go. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Whew. How you doing, kid? Good? All right. Here's 9. Let's go. 9, 8. Support that head. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Rest. This is it. Let's do it. Go for 10. Here's 10. Breathe out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1.25, 1. Trainer humor. And straighten those arms and legs and give it a stretch. Fingers to toes. Oh my gosh, everybody. We did strength circuit, negative upper body finisher, ab finisher. Oh, we did everything. We're amazing. Woo. All right, let's go on to our tummies. Get those elbows under our shoulders. Move into that beautiful Sphinx pose. Let the hips drop. Lift the chest, lift the gaze, shoulders away from ears. This is a really nice way to balance out, especially if you did the ab crunches with us. So we're doing some extension of the spine in addition to stretching our abs. Now, Cass and I don't have a lot of room, so this will be fun to teach. I want you to lie down. Take your right arm, extend out for me at home. A left leg lifts, roll onto that right arm. It's okay. You can hit me up. You got a nice bum. Here we go. Press into the ground with that left hand, rolling onto that right arm, stretching into the pec and shoulder. Yes, it feels good. You can have the head down or up, whatever feels comfortable. Now this left foot, I like it planted. You can also just have it resting, the side of the foot on the ground, whatever works. The focus here more is on that right pec and shoulder. All right, let's roll back to center. I'm going to have to move out more. Left arm out, right leg lifts, roll over. And this is why I very rarely have two people on this set. It's just not big enough. I'll have to tell my husband we need to buy a bigger house. So I'm pushing with that right hand to roll further onto that left arm. The left arm is lined up with my shoulder, palm down. This top leg, I like to get it in the hip a bit, and I see so does Cassidy, and we've kind of planted our foot behind and then lifted the knee up. So we get a nice stretch in the hip. Back to center. Good. Press back, big toes together, knees open. Walk the hands forward, forehead to mat if that's available to you. And just settle in here. Really nice way to decompress the spine while also lengthening into the back, into the lats, into the arms. Come on up. Have a seat. If you have tight hips, please throw a bolster or pillow under your hips. Interlace the hands, place them behind the head. Let's lift that body up. Open those elbows up and look up, opening the front of the body. Release the arms. Have the right leg in front. Push down onto that knee and turn your body to your left and let yourself drop. Our obliques worked a lot in this workout, so that's kind of what we're stretching, as well as side hip. Can you get your head all the way down? Show off. And release. All right, so now we got the left leg in front. We're going to push down with that left hand, left inside knee. Turn to that right. Lower down. Oh gosh, this one's a different ball game. Yeah, show off. You saw that yoga. It's all that tree hugging. You should become a yoga instructor. I would go to your class. As long as you would let me toot. I always have to fart in yoga. Those of you watching, you probably can relate. And back to center. All right, on that lovely note, thank you so much for joining the workout. Drop a comment down below. We love reading them. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And hey, we will see you next workout. Bye.